All right, good afternoon, everyone again. So as you know, today it's class number 5, and we are still doing assignment 1. Now, just to remind you that we are here, and next week will be the submission of assignment 1. So basically, every student has to maybe about 70% of the assignment already has been finished. Otherwise, you may find problems, and you, in the end, in the week number 6, you will start making excuses and such things. So please try to work harder for the remaining parts, and you have to finish and you submit next week after the class. And of course, you have to take opportunity of these kind of moments. So when I ask you if you have any question, do you need any help? You have to, if you have any question or an issue, you have to mention that so I can see it. If you don't take this opportunity, it's you who is making the problem. So you have to ask. We are here to help you. And of course, always the one who asks me to see his screen, I will go to his screen first. But those who don't ask, I will suppose that everything is clear for them and they don't have any problem by using logic sense. All right, so please remember that next week will be the submission. And as you know, we have the assignment brief. So this is what we are asking you for to accomplish. I repeated this many times. So this is just a reminder, you have to finish all these. And if you go to CN, you will find, if you go to CN, you will find something like this. So this is the rubric based on what we will assess you. As you know, this assignment is 30%. Sorry, it's 30%, as you can see, this assignment. And basically, for example, the first component that we will assess you is Revit project preparation and modeling setup, things related to orientation, unit, like aligning the elevation, the floor plans. If you remember, importing the AutoCAD, importing the 3D, orientating that AutoCAD 3D. So we consider this, and it has 5 marks. Now, for wall modeling, and there is 10 points. So anything related to wall modeling, anything related to windows and doors. Actually, here it's supposed to be doors also. And anything related to floor modeling and roof also. Here it includes roof. So of course, it's related to the kind of accuracy. So if you are doing good job and you are making things accurate, and it looks like the case study AutoCAD file that I gave you, you will get better mark than another person who, for example, couldn't even model the floor, for example. Or for example, maybe another person modeled the floor, but it was inaccurate. For example, he didn't mention those opening. You know, some floors, they have an opening. So if you don't mention there is an opening there, which means it's a big mistake, and maybe you will lose maybe 2 marks from this floor or something. So you have to be careful what you're doing. So this is the second thing I want to show you. Okay, so no question until now. Yes, everything is clear. If everything is clear, let me continue. No questions? Lim Zihui, any questions?
I have a question about the dimension thing.
Okay, this means it's okay. I mean, any question regarding what I just mentioned now? Anything, any issues, just let me know when we start the practice. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Not all the students, not only her. So anyone has a question regarding how to model, how the dimension, orientation, or anything, you have to ask me now. Don't wait until the last class you start asking me, and now you still have time. All right. So now what I want to show you, I want to show you this. So you know, some students I know, when you are doing assignment one, you may find it a little bit difficult because it's fully new environment for you. So you will feel like you are a little turtle, which do very slow progress. But it's okay. Generally, when we are learning any software, we'll find it a little bit hard in the beginning, and sometimes it's confusing. But when you do more practice and more practice, you will be like a ninja, like this guy here. Let me bring my green hand and let me, where is it? Sound, where is sound? Okay. Yes, so I know many students, they may are feeling this situation, but actually when you go to assignment 2, you will feel you are more comfortable with Revit. Assignment 3 better, and when you, well, portfolio actually is a combination of assignment 2 and 3. But you will, since you did all these, you will feel better. But always you will need to learn more, because it doesn't mean if you finish these 3 assignments you will be like a boss or very expert in Revit. It's just the beginning actually, because Revit is much bigger than this. But it's very good if you already know, if you finish assignment 1, 2, and 3, you did already good step already. Well, this is just to remind you what you need to model. And actually, I added also this chimney, and this chimney, because there is a chimney, so I want you to model it. Also, I will show you how to model it. Now I want you, because it's the next week, the submission of this assignment, and as I mentioned many times, you will need only to upload your Revit file to CN. I will create where you can upload it. But, and of course you have to rename it, sorry, you have to name it your name and ID. So there is underscore and your ID, that's it. Please don't name any other thing, because last semester many students, they are using assignment 1, they make many names, and as you can see, this student, for example, submitted many files. Me, I'm asking you to submit only one file, only one Revit. So please don't do this kind of things, because I can remove some marks from your, if you make things annoying for me like this. Look, this one, Revit assignment with wall, window, and door. I know his name here, but I want the name should be here. The file itself should be your name. So please try not to do this kind of mistakes. Make things organized as I'm mentioning. So this is an example. So name and ID, that's it. So underscore ID. Now I want to show you, since it's the next week is the submission, I want to show you some mistakes that students, they do sometimes. A second. It's like last semester, what student they did as bad things. So of course, not just to my objective not to show you, but my objective is to prevent you from making the same mistakes. All right, so for example, this is one student who did, or she, oh sorry, before this is one mistake already. It's not related to the modeling, but it's a mistake. Actually, some students, for example, so these are all the files of the students that they submitted. Some students, these students actually, these students, they didn't submit to me a Revit file. They submitted what they call it Revit template. How did I know it's Revit template? Because you see, the extension is RTE. RTE is a Revit template. If you save your file by mistake as a template, I will see it. I will see it RTE, but Revit project is RVT. Of course, it's not a big problem. because even in a template you can do the modeling, etc. But it's a mistake somehow, because me, I'm asking you to submit Revit project, the one that you are working on. You should not save it as a template and then you submit it. So this is one mistake. So here I'm explaining, because as you can see, me, if you submit the Revit template, when I click on open in order to open your file, I will see it like this. So it's a template actually. So it's like what they did, these students, they instead to select project here, they selected project template. But I think most of you didn't do this mistake, because you selected here project and you selected the template I gave you. But some students by mistake, they tick this one. So it will create that problem. After that, if you tick this one and you save, you will get these files, RTE, not RVT. RVT is the project, Revit project. So RTE, remember, it's Revit template. So now I will show you some mistakes that students. This is, for example, submission of the students. Last semester, I didn't ask them to model the roof, but for you, you have to model the roof. And actually, you have to model also the chimney for you. You can say the difference between you and them is the roof and the chimney, you can say. I think everything is similar. I didn't ask them to model the stairs. You also, you should not model the stairs, because next assignment. So for example, someone submitted this mistake, this model. Actually, here, for example, here there is two mistakes. For example, this part, it has a mistake. If I open my Revit, and I will show you the mistake. 1 second, I didn't open Revit. Because if I compare this model to the AutoCAD 3D, I will see a difference. Okay, remember this one. I will go to next until I open my Revit and I show you. So this is another mistake. For example, this student, he modeled these small walls, but when he selects this wall, you see it's unconnected and the height is 1.5. And actually, if you measure this in the section, for example, AutoCAD section, you will not find it 1.5. So I think it's 1 something, 1.2 or something. You have to measure it. So this is a mistake also regarding the precision. He's not doing things precise. And the other mistake, actually, so this is one, which means this is unconnected. It's a mistake. Same thing here. And well, let's continue, because I think there is a mistake here. This one should be open, I think. Here, yeah. This is another mistake. The floor should be open, I think. So this is another mistake. First of all, here normally there is a window. She or he didn't create the window. Same thing here, there is a window. And as you can see, this window also is overlapping with the floor. Normally, a window should not overlap with the floor. So you have to rectify these mistakes. Let me see my Revit. You see this part of the wall here? Sorry, let me deactivate this section box. You see, See how it looks like here in the 3D of AutoCAD. So it's like there is a part of the wall which is overhanging here. But if I go to what I have just shown you, this one, sorry, this one. See, normally there is this wall. Normally it will go outside a little bit here. But this student, sorry, he didn't really, he forgot about it, or I don't know. As you can see, this part of the wall. So try to avoid this mistake. So simply try to follow what do you have in the 3D, and you apply it here in your Revit. So same thing. This student also, as you can see, the height is 1.5, which is too much. This means this student, he didn't really measure the height of this part of the 3D, or even in the section. I think maybe if you can get it, you can get it from the section, but you have to measure and you apply it. This is another mistake. So basically the wall part here is not correct, and as you can see, this floor is going, normally there is no floor here. If I go to my Revit and I see the 3D, see there is no floor here. It's empty. It's like there is a mezzanine from this space to here. But this student is mentioning it's like there is a floor. So it's a mistake. Yes. All right. Same thing. So this student, as you can see, it's very high, this one. And basically, there is no wall here. This wall should follow this way. No, this one here, there is a beam. It's not a wall. If I go to 3D again, look. Ah, sorry, there is a wall, but it's very high. Yeah, there is a wall, but it's the height is big here. So that's the mistake. Same thing. It should be open. Compared to this, it's not open. Here it's open, and here is not open. Always you have to compare what did you do here. And actually, this one actually, the mistake is that this wall is overlapping with the floor. Normally this wall should stop with the wall, with the floor. Should when it touch this part of the wall, it should stop. Okay. So this is the submission of another student. So first of all, this student is using a specific type of words. That's why we can see this texture. And normally I didn't ask you to do that. As you can see here, this wall is red. It's like it has been made using red brick. And this one like gray or white brick, but I didn't ask for that. You should just keep it gray as use the generic wall. But the mistakes that you can see, as you can see, walls that are going through the floor and they are touching the surface of the floor up. So this one, it's a mistake also, because even in real life, we cannot see walls going through the tails of the floor, for example. Wall always stop when it reaches the slab of the floor. So this kind of things you have to know how to solve them. If you see them in your project, you need to ask me how to solve them. I will try to show you, but if you have them, you can ask anytime. Of course, it's not a big mistake, this one, but it's still a mistake. So some marks will fade away because of it. This one is a big mistake. As you can see, the window the wall is going through the window. Even if you follow the 3D and sorry, if you measure from the 3D and then you apply in your project and you find it's still things still overlapping, it's okay. You still can like maybe move it a little bit. So it's like the first priority is to make things realistic. If you follow the dimension and you find things are very big problems like this, no, you have to solve this one. You just move it. This one you move it this way, and this one you move it a little bit, so it will be in the middle of this. I think it's a bedroom, or this is another submission of students. Please remember, I didn't ask them to model the roof, but you will need to model the roof. You will need to model the roof, and that small like kind of staircase, covered staircase there on the roof. You have to model it. So here, as you can see, it's clear here. Also, there is a mistake. It's still open here. Here is still open. It's a mistake. As you can see here, the window is going outside the wall. He forgot or she forgot to bring a window here. If I go to I go and see here. See, I have windows here. Of course, here it's a mistake also in this 3D. It should not be open. It's from 3D, so for you it should be connected basically. Same issue. Here there is an issue, etc., etc. This is another big issue. So this student actually he modeled 2 floors in the same location. How did I know there is 2 floors? Because when we see this kind of colors, blue and white, for example, let me show you in this Revit. For example, let me model a floor here. So I modeled this one, and then I will model another floor and I will overlap them. It's saying they are overlapping. As you can see, there is a warning here. If I make it shaded, sorry, if I make it hidden lines here, and you see, when I start orbiting, I select this and I start orbiting, I can see, because sometimes it's hidden. Sometimes, let's say this one is here. You will not, otherwise, sometimes it's hard to see if 2 floors are overlapping. But when you select this floor or this floor, and you start orbiting, you will see this kind of colors. When you see this, it means there's a problem, something is overlapping. So same thing, what happened to this student, he or she modeled 2 floors and Revit mentioned that it's an error, it's a warning, but she just ignored about the warning. So this one, it's a mistake also. Yes, as you can see, this one, the floor is going a little bit outside. It the floor should not go outside from the facade. As you can see in the 3D here. The floor doesn't go outside. Yeah, this student, now I'm seeing the model of this student from below. The camera is below the model, as you can see. So basically, the student forgot, because normally if you model the floor of the lower level, the slab, it should be continued. We should cover this area also because we will build the stairs after that. If I go to my 3D, so this area As you can see, the floor is going through the whole limit or boundary of the project. Here there will be stairs, so there should be floor also. You cannot keep this open to the ground. Student didn't, so the student normally should follow this limitations of the floor. So how to do it? Basically, if we double click, we'll see the boundaries of the floor again, and we can modify them as we did many times. So this student, for example, he is not really considering precision too much. As you can see, when I zoom to his project base point, there is a gap between the project base point and the exact corner of the wall. But normally there should not be this kind of issues. For example, if I go to middle level, when I zoom, should be exactly the point in the corner. But this one, no. This is another issue. So the issue here is that normally if I go to my Revit, if I go to east elevation, you see, if I go to east elevation, because I told you the floor thickness, you have to follow the section AA. As you can see, the thickness of this floor is different from the thickness of this one and this one. So basically, the floor, the slab on the lower level is special one. So if you measure the thickness, you will find that it has another dimension. Okay, I will use this annotation. I think it's 110, 116. Oh, this one is 120 maybe, or 28. So this means we have, if we are using this, we have to create another, we have to duplicate, you know, duplicate floor and then rename it and then input the thickness that you need for your 3D. You should not do this because this student is using the same thickness for all the floors. As you can see, this student has many problems. So this one is a big mistake. Normally we don't have this big window like here. We have only 3 small ones here. Same thing for here. This means this student maybe he doesn't know how to change the height and the width of the window, and he doesn't know how to duplicate and, you know, duplicate windows. So as you can see, we have 3 windows here. And only one here, 2 here. This one has many mistakes actually. And actually even here it should be open. Same thing, these walls, they are not like this in the project. They are just kind of railing. Well, these are other projects. So this student, for example, forgot to show the the floor here, because there is a floor here also. Normally it should be continued. Here there is a mistake. The floor normally should stop here for this level. If I go to my Revit, you can see the floor in this level is stop here. And this one, yes, it will follow this stairs shape here. This one is just here. If I see this student, what he did, he was following this, so you have to be careful, don't do this mistake, and so on. So here also there is other mistakes. Here it's not open. Here there is a window. Normally there is no window. Here there's a door, I think. You also you have to model the doors. Also you have to answer the doors. Uh, this student, it's clear, even the height is not correct of this floor. See, it's very low, the height. Because this one, it was, normally it should be 0, 0. But this means the height now is 2.2, this one, which is very low. Which means if you do like this, if you live in this house, in this middle level, you do like this, you will touch the, not just the ceiling, I think you can touch the slab, the next one, or the next floor. All right. So is there any questions regarding what I just presented? Any questions? No questions. All right. Those students who didn't switch on the camera, please switch on the camera. Any questions? No, this means you are all, you don't have any problem, this means. Okay, look, last time I told you I will show you how to model curtain walls for the big windows. But you know what? I will keep that one for the second assignment. So basically, for the big windows, you just use normal windows, the fixed type and you make it big in size, as I have shown in the videos in CN. So just follow the CN. There is in CN there is a video called window modeling. Okay, I will show you. CN. So curtain walls, we will do them next semester, next assignment. Because I know some students already they followed the video that I gave you here. Because sorry.
Hello, Admo.
So if you follow this video, it's 18 minutes. So in the beginning, I will show you the windows on the north. I have shown this already. So the idea, you have to measure and then you create windows with the same size. And in the end, if you go to the end, some little bit in the end, I think about here. Yeah, now I'm talking about the big windows, these ones. So for this time, you just use big windows. That's it. So basically, same thing. The ones that you have created in the north elevation, you make them big here. So basically, you need to measure also, but you have to be careful because these windows, they go through 2 floors. You see this window? It's going from mid-level to the roof, which means this wall, the wall which will be here, which will host this big window, the same. It should start from this level to the roof. So this facade is a little bit special. It's not like the other elevations. So I'm explaining here how to do it anyway. So basically, you have to measure. Always you have to measure. So measure, and then you bring the size, duplicate the window. So I'm using fixed, as you can see here, fixed window, and you will host that window. So already we have a window here, and we continue each time we measure, and we create new windows with that size, and we host it. If we use curtain wall, it's more difficult, but using windows, it's easier. So again, as I mentioned, this video is here in CN, creating windows. So for this assignment, for the big windows, just use windows. No need to use curtain walls. So this is one thing, and please remember this. Again, the roof, you have to model it. It's flat roof, but as you can see, if I go to this, so it's a flat roof, but there is this element. And basically, here we don't have a roof plan, but actually, I gave you kind of a roof plan. I gave you a site plan. And I can import it. For example, I can go to roof. Well, first of all, I have to, well, yeah, I will make the project base point visible. I will press VV. I will go to site. So it's here. Now I will import this site plan in the roof level because I want to follow the roof, how it looks like. Okay, so from insert, import CAD, I go to my files. I'll work, sorry. See, there is this site DWG. If I bring it, this is the site, and it gives you a rough idea, at least the where you have to stop. So I will rotate this because it's totally different, the orientation. So how to rotate it? Of course, I select it and I unpin it, and then rotate. Basically, I need to rotate 90 degree, and then I will bring. I will select it again, and I will click move, and I will take this point to the base point. So now, of course, you know, I can, since I'm in the roof, I can go to this underlay and I make it upper level. So as you can see, I can see my upper level now. If you think you need to see it, possibly you will not really need to see it. So if you don't want to see it from here, from base, you make it none. And you can follow these walls, and you can even model the roof from this side, from this level. It's compulsory to model from this level because it's the roof level actually. Yeah, and for the walls, please be careful, because if you go to the 3D walls, as you can see, they are small here. Similar to these ones. How did we model this? You have to model this. So you have to measure the height, and you make them unconnected in terms of height, and you specify that measurement of height. And of course, you have to model this wall, and you try to see how things are here. And basically, you need another part of the roof, of another roof here, as you can see. Since you can model this roof, you will be able to model this one also. Maybe you will need to create additional level, like roof 2 or something. So it's up to you. Yeah, please remember doors also. You have to model doors. So if I didn't mention anything about doors, doors are easy. So for example, let's say, okay, I will use 150. Let's say I modeled this wall already. I don't need to stop when I see a door. Well, here I have to stop because there is nothing. But here there's a door and no need to stop. So the wall will continue because the door can be hosted. So I select door. And of course, the size should be the same. So this wall starts from here to here. So this door, sorry. I will select my AutoCAD drawing. And I can select this wireframe. So I will be able to see behind these 3D elements, even though it's opaque, but when I make it wireframe, I will be able to see. So I will be able to measure, for example, this door from here to here. And then I bring a door. So the width of this door is 0.86. So where is it? Width. Of course, I can duplicate. No need to change the height, just the width is enough. So I forgot. So 0.86. Of course, I have to rename it. .86. very similar to how to model doors, windows. And I will just bring it here. Even though I know it's bigger a little bit compared to the AutoCAD, but the most important thing is the width. Don't consider too much why it's not the similar. No, just the width here. That's it. I'll make it shaded again. Of course, you have to continue and you have to model this door, this window. You bring this window also. Any questions? So for big windows, I told you there is the video. No need to keep repeating because then you have the video and you can do it through that video. Roof is easy. It's very similar to floor. And I told you, you can, in the roof level, you can bring the site so you can know how to start this wall, for example. And from the section, you will get the height. You know, will know how is the height of this small room on the roof or this staircase. I think it's okay. Even for the chimney, we will not. I don't want to make to give you too many things. I would like that you do the chimney also. Second. It's okay. We keep the chimney for the next assignment also. So for this assignment, walls, doors, windows, small windows, big windows, roof. What else? I think that's it. Okay, yeah. So this is what I have for today. So now if anybody has an issue, someone said she has an issue in the dimension, please share your screen and show me the issue, please. Lim Ziwei.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, I will actually, yeah, you can share now.
Okay.
Of course, any other person has an issue, please let me know. Yeah, so what is the issue?
Like from the east elevation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This the height I follow the section, right?
Yeah,
the floor one.
Yeah.
But I hidden this, and then my dimension should have to be follow the 3D one, but the floor is different. The height is like here and here and here. Here I put it the same, align with this one.
No, look, for the height, forget about 3D. For the height, follow only the section. For the
yes.
Yeah.
But if I move the 3D one to be aligned with this, the drawing I draw, it seems like different.
I know. That's why I told you, don't consider the height of the 3D.
So the window dimension, about the window dimension in the lower level will be shorter than the 3D one. Cause here is start from here, but this one is here. So your
Your levels are aligned with 3D here and here, you mean?
Yes. The middle level and the lower level is not aligned,
Okay.
but the upper level do align.
Look, take it simple. Just for the height, as I mentioned, follow only the section AA for the height. And
Yes.
for the window dimensions, try to follow the 3D. And it's like, I know sometimes it may be confusing. The 3D has some, because the AutoCAD drawings and this AutoCAD 3D has some mistakes. They are not tally together. So
Okay.
try to manage, try to avoid big mistakes like you crash a wall inside the window, and try
Mm.
to consider the height of the 2D AutoCAD 2D and the
Mm.
position of the window. Try to consider the 3D, but in case you see things are crashing, try to avoid them so you can move things a little bit.
Okay.
Like here, for example, this window, it's okay
Mm.
maybe to move it a little bit because it's I think it's
If I change it to smaller size,
no, just move it a little bit because it I think there is a wall here, which means we cannot enter
yes.
a window in that wall like that. Just no, when you want to move it a little bit, you can use the keyboard, you know. You can just
Okay.
select it and move it with the keyboard arrow. No. Just select it, move, use the keyboard arrows. When you zoom more, it will move more precisely. Yeah, see.
Okay.
But yeah, and try to make them centered. So maybe this one you move it a little bit. But at least you have shown me that in the 3D you use dimensions. So it's okay since you are using. You can use the keyboard. Use the keyboard. Yeah, it's okay. Keep them like this. They are okay. Any other issue?
No.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. So other students, please. Any other issues? Next week you will submit this assignment. So
Yes, sir, I got a question.
yeah, please
Can I
share your
screen?
screen. Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see.
About the wall of this part for the window one for 3D, and then my wall is not connected to
Okay,
the upper one.
I mentioned this in the video anyway, but look, give me or wait. Okay, let me ask remote control. Okay, so basically the idea, as I mentioned in the video, please go and see the video after that. So there is a big window which goes through 2 floors. It doesn't stop here because usually you see this window, for example, it's only in 1 level, which is the upper level. But this one is very big. It's going from the middle to the roof, and it's going through the upper level. And we know that in Revit, any window should be hosted in 1 wall. So since this window is very big, there should be a very big wall also, which goes from here to here. Okay, so this means how to do that. First of all, you have to know, you see these arrows?
Yeah.
Actually, you can drag any wall like this, but of course now when you drag it, it will be overlapping. You see, it's saying warning here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one thing, but now what I can do, I can maybe, I select this wall and I can zoom, and I need to make a cat here. I can slip it. So how to slip? There is these 2 tools. So slip elements, they are very similar. So this one slip with a gap, and this one slip with just slip. So I can select this as just slip, for example. Yes. And it's sometimes it's better to do these things in the elevation, not the 3D. So I will go to south elevation. So this is the facade, this is the wall. So as you can see, I cannot select your wall. So I can activate this element, sorry, select element by face. So when I click here, I will be able to select. Otherwise, I will need to go here. So like this, any wall you can select it when you click, even the surface. All right, so I select the wall and I go back to this split. It's better to zoom more, so to make things precise. When it is about precision, I will select this. As you can see, I can take this as, you see, I did one line already. I splitted this one. Can go here also. So now I can remove this part, which is overlapping with this part. So now we have only one wall, as you can see, and we have split this wall from this and this. So now basically you can answer big window now. So this is the trick. Anyway, if I was going fast, please go and see the window video. I explained this in the video also. And of course, everything is recorded here, so you can come back and see it when I upload it.
Right, sure.
All right. So any other students?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other student has an issue? This is your opportunity to ask. You still have only 1 week. Any questions? Any questions? So this means all of you will get A since you don't have any questions. A plus, everybody. Why many that are not opening their cameras? Are they in the kitchen eating nasi goreng and nasi lemak and nasi? You think we don't know this trick? You switch off the camera and you go to eat, and you go to your grandmother to tell you some stories about the Second World War. You're laughing, my face. Why your camera is not on? I know you are laughing now. You keep laughing. Oh my goodness.
Sir.
Hi.
For the roof part, got one small area that has like one square roof. That one can use floor element, is it?
No.
Use roof.
Okay. Share your screen.
But right, if I share my screen, then my Zoom will become disconnected, like very weak Wi-Fi. I don't know why.
Okay, so I think I understand your question, but actually the level of the roof, it should be roof elements, all of it, even though there is kind of a part which is covered with that small room, or I don't know, but no, just make it as a roof. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, I think so. I will go check back the video.
All right. So Sakti Balan Arasu, you are very happy. Every day you are very happy. You are smiling and life is going well. Any questions?
Yes, I have questions, sir.
Why you didn't ask me before?
But I was doing the Revit just now. I was trying to do myself, but I couldn't do it.
All right. Share your screen, please.
Oh. Sir, I don't know how to put the door because when I put the door, it's like it's either going here on the wall or it's not standing on the.
Okay, okay. I told you in Revit there is elements which they have to be hosted in walls. So doors and windows, they need to be hosted in a wall. That's why I told you when you are drawing your walls like this, for example, you are following wall like this, wall like this, wall like this. When it comes to door, don't stop here, just continue the wall. Because when you bring this wall here, you will be able to host it in the wall. Sorry, when you bring this door, you will be able to host it here. So this means don't stop the wall here. You continue the wall and then you bring the door.
Okay, does that goes with the windows as well?
Of course, I have mentioned this many times.
Okay, okay, so then I'll do
Every
it.
time I see you are very happy. I thought you understand everything and you are doing good, but you forgot about the basic things.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, show me how will you do this door now.
Then I have to continue this thing, this
Yeah,
door.
show me. No, wow. Wait, 1 second, 1 second. Of course, yeah, you can continue the wall that way. It's correct, but I want you to select this wall. Select it. Just press escape and select the wall. Escape, because you are still drawing now. Okay, select the wall. You see,
Okay.
there is a small circle here. Click on that circle and drag until here. Drag.
Drag on.
Continue until it join with this one. Stop in the middle. Stop in the middle of this. When you see the middle, okay, stop. You see? No need to create a new wall since they are continuous. Now you can bring a door and you host it here. Try to bring a door and host it. But as you know, you have to measure. You have to measure
Yeah.
this door, how much. You see, it's hard now to measure because you cannot see the AutoCAD.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, now how to make how in order to make the AutoCAD, you can see actually you can play with this visual style. You click on that box. You see there is wireframe, which means it will make the walls transparent. Anything it will make transparent. As you can see now, you can see them, so you can measure.
So it's 8562.
Yeah, maybe you can use the dimension instead because you use the measurement tool now. Maybe you can use the dimension, this one. This one.
Okay.
So this one is permanent dimension. It's like when you put it, it will not be removed.
So what do I do with that?
You have to select, of course. Same thing. It works like measurement tool. So from the when you see it blue, it's not seen blue. No. Yeah. Click. Go until the end. Click. Go down. Put it down. Maybe you just bring it down. You have to click inside now in order to make it permanent. Click here, for example. Click inside here.
Click here.
Yeah, you click. Okay, now you see it's permanent. So now you can go and bring a door with this dimension.
Okay.
There is no door with this so you have to create your own maybe. Okay, good. 860, so 860 millimeter. Yeah. Wait, 1 second, 1 second. You just changed the naming. You have to change the width parameter here. Because what you did here is you just changed the name here.
Oh, okay. So I have to change
The parameter, yeah. Because you can have a wall which the name is 2 meter, for example, width, but when you see the parameter, you will find it 1 meter. So the name is just like a reference to remember that this wall, this door has this thickness or this width. Okay, you can press OK now. Okay, now you can host the, yeah, you can. If you press space, so your door will rotate. See?
Okay. But it's longer.
It's okay. No. Just consider the width. Just consider the width here and here. If that one is okay, no problem for. Because the AutoCAD drawing is not correct actually, little bit.
So is it okay now, sir?
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. Make your drawing maybe again here. This one.
Sorry?
This one.
Okay.
Make it shaded maybe or hidden lines so you can see the doors. Okay.
But then if is it okay, it's gonna be a bit bigger than the actual one?
No, it's not bigger. I told you the most important thing is here, the width. This one is not important.
Okay.
So now you know how to model doors. So you have to be happy now.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. So the same process is applied for Windows. Windows is exactly the same process also.
Okay, sir.
All right, any other students? Who shares his screen first? I will go to him or her first. So any issues? Please, you can stop your screen sharing. Hi, Daniel. Yes, I cannot hear you. Daniel.
Yes, sir. How do I remove the lines?
Very good question. So actually all students, they have to see this this issue because many they will see it. Okay. I mentioned actually in the beginning that some students they have this mistake. Okay, okay, I will take control of your computer. I will ask control. You see, so why we are seeing these walls? Actually, these walls are in the middle level here, and basically, if you remember when you create a floor and you approve it, Revit will ask you, do you want the walls of the level below to attach to the bottom of this floor or not, if you remember it, and there is yes or no. If you press yes, it will attach to the bottom of the roof in this case, for example. or floor, same thing. But if you press no, it will go up and it will create this problem. But we can solve this problem very easily. Actually, what we have to do, so basically we have to select the wall that is making this problem. For example, I select this wall, I select it. As you can see, as I mentioned many times, when you see this kind of blue and little white, it means there is something is overlapping. So after, no, why did you delete the wall? Did you press? No, don't delete. Do undo. Do undo. You should not delete the wall. Can you press undo, or I press it for you? Okay, wait. Maybe it has not been deleted. Maybe I'm not sure, but the wall was here, and you I think you deleted. If you delete it, it will be a mistake. Okay, if I go to.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't touch the mouse.
Okay, the keyboard maybe. Let me see here. That's a bit slow. But, okay, you didn't delete it. Basically, it's here. Anyway, I will go to 3D again. So now, as I mentioned, how to solve it. Let me work with this, for example. Okay, I selected. So you have to select the wall that is making this problem, and you will see this thing: attach to top base or detach to top base. So when we select attach to top base, so I selected, and now I will select the roof. This one is roof normally. So I will make this select by surface active, so I can select it. So this means now, if I select the roof, that wall will be attached to the bottom of this roof. It's a little bit slow. Okay, I will do it again. So attach. It's a little bit slow. I think I will do it in. Okay, I will share my screen. I will do it in my PC.
So your computer.
Just okay. Okay, I will share because I have the work of the other students here. For example, I know Alina, I think. She did the same mistake. You see, this student also has the same mistake. So basically what we need to do, we need to select this wall, for example, and we click attach to base, and then we select the elements, which is here, it's floor, it's not roof. Same thing for this one, for example. This one, attach, sorry, this, select the wrong one, comment. So attach top base, and I select the floor. Same thing, this one, attach to base, and select this one. Now, in order to understand what is happening, for example, okay, see this wall, as you can see, we can see it here. So if I okay, I will make it wireframe so we can see only lines. So if I ask this wall to be attached to this, it's confusing a little bit. This wall, I want it to be attached to this floor, look what will happen. You see the wall has become stopped here in the base. Before it was going through the floor, which is wrong. Imagine, in reality, it's totally impossible to see this kind of scenarios, to see the wall going through the roof, through the material of the floor. Impossible. So I think, did you understand how to solve the problem? Daniel, do you
Yes,
understand?
sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is that in order to be able to select things by surface, you have to activate this one, select element by surface. Otherwise, look, now I can select by surface. So this surface I select, I click and I select. If it is not activated, I will not. Sorry. This one I still can actually. But this floor, for example, I cannot select it, as you can see. Even though I click. So if I activate it, I will be able to select it now. All right, so any other issues? Any other issues? All of you, please switch on the cameras. I will take attendance. Those, their camera is not on. So you, Li Qian, why your camera is not open before? Yap Jingwen, why not your camera is not open before? Liang Shongkit, why your camera is not open before? Man Fai, are you shy to open your cameras? Zhi Hui. It's really strange. I keep asking you to open camera, to open camera. There's many good students, their camera is open from the beginning. And one of the students, anyway, I don't want to keep. You earn yuan, Lu. Do you want me to take you as absent?
Oh, I can't open camera, my computer the camera.
Ah, okay, sorry, you mentioned that already. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, at least there is a reason, even though it's not that strong reason, because you can use your phone. But at least, because some they don't bring any reason. Like this, for example. So please, next time, those who are saying camera cannot open, you use your phone. You connect with the two devices. All right. So any issues, please? Any issues? You have to take opportunity of this time. I'm waiting. Any issues? Please let me know. I will give you maybe 10 minutes or something, and I will. So maybe you can work a little bit, do some progress. If you have any issue, let me know. 10 minutes.
connect until the end, the wall?
Let me see which location you are.
Lower.
Yeah, of course, until the end, yes.
So the middle one, that one also have to connect until the end. This one.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Welcome. Yeah, you are very happy. Did you finish your assignment?
I'm doing the windows.